Alright. Got me some breakfast. And about an hour's sleep. You'd be surprised how refreshing an hour worth of rest can be when you're that tired. I was wiped straight out. The shower was nice and refreshing. I was doing good right up to the point that doggone maid come tapping on the door. Are you leaving today?
Continue on Florida 535 north for 3
Shut
miles.
up. I told her, yeah, I'm leaving right now. Got up, threw my stuff together, and ran out the door. The cool thing is I didn't take that much with me, so I had everything that I needed right there, just pick up and go, and I know I wasn't leaving anything behind. Got my receipt for work to turn in for my expense report, and here we go. Now I'm heading to Titusville, and according to this, it's going to take an hour and 20 minutes. Perfect. Didn't get to check on my reservation to cancel it, so not really sure what's going to come of that. Can't find the information for it. Anyway. Oh, I could have checked my doggone old email. I didn't even think about that. They've got so much stuff that we need to do to actually sit down and have somebody show us how to do. That'd be one of them. I mean, I still don't know how to turn my expense reports in exactly. I know where to go, what program to use, what spot on our website to get to log into it, but I don't know how to physically attach it or what they actually physically want. So, anyway, here goes nothing. Just figured I'd give you a nice little one last look of the Orlando Kissimmee general area. Basically, this is one humongous tourist trap. Hotels everywhere. If you're in the hotel industry, you could come here to work and get fired from a job every week and still have a place to work. Well, that's nice. Refuse from a power company. Who'd have guessed? I meant to ask them. They had some baby palm trees at Lowe's out in the lobby. I don't know if they were for sale or they were throwing them away or just out there going, haha, look, we still got some plants, or what they were doing with them. But closed gas station. There's somebody a good opportunity. Still got the pumps there too. And more hotels. Good Lord, buddy. When will these people learn? Just because you put the dang blinker on does not mean you've got the ability to get your butt in that spot. You're supposed to wait for somebody to back off and let you in. Idiots. If I'd have been in my truck, I'd have just kept right on going and they could have plowed right into it and paid me for it. But I'm not in my truck. And I can't imagine the storm of crap that would come if I'd let them hit this brand new truck. Especially with it not being mine. And I'll say, oh, well, I got my blinker on. Yeah, well, I'm filming it, you idiot. You don't put your blinker on and move over at the same notion and just shove your way in. That's not how that crap works. On a lighter note, we're now up to 9,828 miles. Started out with this thing 2 weeks ago with 8,035 miles. And yeah, granted, I'm not putting the miles on like I could be because I'm trying to travel smart, but I am putting them on. I wonder if she's just out for a stroll or if she's got a permanent place on that corner. It wouldn't surprise me none. This is Florida after all. And as much tourism as there is. Notice she's not trying to use the crosswalk either way. Oh well. It's a hospitality
in a quarter
business.
mile, use the right lane to take the I-4 East ramp to Orlando.
Yay. Of course, next week, for 3 days, I'll be up where I can see my grandbabies. And I've already informed my mother that I'm coming and that I'll be staying with her. Yeah, shut up. What happens when you follow stupid GPS?
Use the right lane to take the I-4 East ramp.
Fucking ass.
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-4 East.
I hate how this stupid GPS just do this right as you're on the doggone turn, or like 100 feet before the turn, and it doesn't say in so many feet, it just says do it. I feel like the old GPS commercials where the thing says turn right now and the dude turns right into the side of a store or something. Anyway, so I don't cause a whole heap of crap. By the way, I recognize all of this because this is heading out towards where I had to drive when I was going to Playlist Live when I was here before. I ingeniously took the bus to Playlist Live, which was a mistake I'll not be making again. And rented a car when I was here. That wasn't a mistake, and I actually would do that again. But from the same company I'm renting this. My company's renting this truck from, actually. So, interestingly enough, not a bad deal with Hertz Rent-A-Car. But I also like Enterprise because they've done me really well in the past, like back when around the time that my father passed away and we needed to use one of their vehicles to get to Knoxville and then to Pennsylvania. But anyway, this is the outskirts of the general Orlando area, headed, like I said, toward Titusville on the East Coast. And according to my GPS, hour and 10 minutes remaining. Not gonna have an hour and 10 minutes worth of video, so just thought I'd share a little bit of it with you while I was getting set and taking off on my trip there. I thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, Titusville is pretty close to the international airport, or the I saw international airport and that was stuck in my head. Cape Canaveral, where they launch all the space shuttles and the rockets now, I guess. Just kind of interesting little point. I like these palm trees. I really wish they grew up up in Middle Tennessee. Anyway, thanks for watching. This ain't exactly the beach, but it is the ocean inlet. Evidently there's something important going on out here today. Got the Eyewitness News team out. And let's see if I can get to it. Oh wait. That right there is Cape Canaveral, where they launch all the rockets and space shuttles and all that other garbage from. And just there is Port Canaveral, where the cruise ships all usually launch from. Take a nice leisurely little stroll here. Sorry about the wind. This camera don't have a wind muffler. Does have some pretty good image stabilization though, so me walking shouldn't mess with anything much. There you go. towers that I just showed you right there. It covers 8 acres, 525 feet tall, 716 feet long, 518 feet wide. Holy cow. That I didn't realize. I knew it was big. I didn't know it was that big. Tell you what, I'm going to read each one of these, freeze frame it. There's a space shuttle, or a picture than I've ever seen. Rockets. And then there's all those facts that I was just reading. Kind of interesting. Hey, you can buy a nice looking motorhome for 15 grand that you could do anywhere else in the world. God, that's wonder if that's what the story is. Marina got washed out with the storm. Did there used to be a marina right there? Is that what the news people were out here for?
I'm not sure. No idea. We moved here last year and that was already tore up in the hurricanes.
That's in a cave. Now I'm like, nah, love, I'm good, go away. Ain't about to die with no money out in cave. I was on top when
Alright. Not really sure what this is all about. But this is a very high bridge. That would normally just sketch me right out. Little island out there. The people that I encountered at that little park told me how to get over here. See, this isn't actually the ocean, this is just a river. There's a park right here. Oh shoot. Speed limit 30 and I'm doing 50. Shame. That looks like fun. Wave runner. No, I actually want to see the ocean, not just the river. And something I noticed here, a lot of the construction, everything is on sand. And I do mean everything. Downtown Orlando, there was not a bit of dirt there. It was all being built with sand. Thought that was kind of counterproductive to building things that last, because you're building it on sand. Sand shifts. Oh, John Deere. Oh, that was cute. That sign back there says snakes and alligators crossing, give them a break. Meaning hit your brakes and let them go across. Canaveral Natural Seashore. Okay. So, it appears I am driving out to Cape Canaveral. Wonder how old all this is and how many people have come out here before. But I was told that this is the this is where you want to go to see all the interesting space stuff, rockets and such. I should be going somewhere, getting a hotel room and getting some sleep, because I'm not going to be worth a darn tomorrow. I've had 1 hour sleep. Look at the mangroves. Wow. Yeah, this is headed out towards the Cape, so we'll see what this is all about. Might have to come back out here later on, but I thought this might just be a little interesting ride. Come out here and see the place where they put all these rockets together and send them up into space. She said that they had I don't know if she got her information from the news or just knows somebody that works out here or what, but the woman that I spoke to seemed to know an awful lot about all this stuff. Plus they've been out here, according to her, what she was telling me. That's how I found out about I knew about the building that they assemble the rockets and everything in, but just from what I've seen on TV. Not really sure what that tower is. That's kind of interesting. Like a weather station of some sort. Visitor center, 1/2 mile. Yay. Let's all be a visitor. Watch, I'll get out here and they'll say, nope, can't film. I'm expecting that. Oh, National Wildlife Oh, that is the visitor center. Okay. Well, boo. That's the Wildlife Refuge Visitor Center. That's not Canaveral. I'm interested in the Canaveral stuff. Also interested in the Wildlife Refuge, but right now my interest lies a little heavier on the side of the rockets. Tell you what, because this is getting shaky and this road really bumpy, I'm gonna shut you off until I get out here. Look at how the trees grow here. Wow. All the branches busted off, I'm sure, from the storm that just came through here not too long ago. I hope it's not too far out here. I've only got a quarter of a tank of gas. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to shut y'all off until I get out here and try to get something a little more interesting than just trees and me driving down the road. That's a little interesting. So there's this intersection out here. There's your Space Center stuff. Let's go see what this Canaveral Seashore thing is all about. National Seashore open 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. So we gotta hurry because close the gate in 6 hours. But I do want to go back to the Space Center too. Kind of the whole appeal of being out here. Oh, 25 miles an hour. Let me put the brakes on. I was just rolling up on this like it was a highway. Authorized vehicles only. We've got a lot of train tracks coming out this way. Do not stop on tracks. Why, the tracks are blocked off anyway. Not like anything's coming through here. Oh, and I gotta stop. Oh, the entrance fee. $15 per vehicle. Okay. Let's see if they take a card. There's a $15 entrance fee per car. Doesn't matter how many people you got in there. And they do take cards. And yes, I just paid $15 to get into this place. And I'm probably going to wind up being disappointed. I kind of got a feeling. Because I'm sure this isn't going to be anywhere near as interesting as the rocket stuff. Park and design spaces only. Okay. Well, all I see is mangrove trees and palm trees. I don't see anything to park in. Again, when I find something interesting, I'll cut the camera back on. Because all of this, not really all that interesting. Now that is interesting. so is my speeds. Oh, shut up. Come around the corner and there was a park ranger sitting on the side of the road with his lights going. Yeah, I can't really see much because of my doggone antenna and the A-pillar. There was the perfect place to park to get a good shot of it, but I got a sneaky feeling that the further down here we go, the better view we're going to get of some of that stuff. People fishing. No intention of fishing for me. See if I can pull in here and get a better shot. Oh yeah. Look at that. Now you're seeing it just like I see it. Looks like I got one on the pad ready to launch. What all that extraneous, those other towers and such are around it. I try not to use my zoom that much because it irritates people. Oh yeah, what do you think of my fan? That's been a lifesaver at work. I got a buzzard. Somebody ran over a snake and the buzzard's having a meal. Okay, what does this say? Hidden intersection. Okay. And we'll go around it really slow. Authorized vehicles only. Some intersection. Foot traffic prohibited on Dune. Oversized vehicles use lot 2. Oh, maybe this is the beach part of it that they were referring to. Warning, you may encounter nude sunbathing within boardwalk. Yeah, right. If you're nude sunbathing, you got problems. I'm gonna get out and walk up there just to see what I can see. Not looking for any nude sunbathers, nor do I think there's actually gonna be any. But we'll give it a look. If there are, of course, you know I can't show them on YouTube, so there's that. I hear a lot of what sounds like waves. Yep, and I hear the roar. Rip currents, huh? All right then. Ah, the ocean proper. Yes, yes, yes. How do I know this is the ocean proper? You see how green this is? Oh, I smell suntan lotion. Okay, so going out to the actual Space Center buildings is not going to happen. The reason it's not going to happen is because, excuse me, you have to come out here with a bus tour. And according to the guard at the gate, freaking woman's off to the daggum races. And I can't get a good angle with this slippery dash. Forgot my my dashboard mount at home, or my window suction cup mount at home. Anyway, hopefully it'll sit there for a little bit. But it's a whole bus tour that you come out here and they take you through a bunch of the buildings, not all of them, obviously, because they've got actual stuff going on still. But he said that there's like a Saturn V rocket in there, and several other rockets in stages, and they also take you to a building that's got one of the space shuttles in it. You can go in and look at it. The IMAX theater, actually he said there was 2 IMAX theaters, and when you take the bus tour, the reason I can't do it right now is because it's an all-day thing. And according to what he said, it's one of those cases where, dang it, I'll just do it like this. It's one of those deals where it takes the whole day to do the tour, and I don't have the whole day. We finished a job this morning, 9 o'clock tonight, we start another one. And I'm here where we started. I mean, it's... Ugh. I need to do some shaving. I look hairy as a walrus. Yuck. Anyway, yeah, that tour is and I'm sure this probably isn't the last time I'll be in this area, so maybe next time I'll have a whole day that I can spare and do the tour and get video of everything. But I mean, I've enjoyed it. It's sitting out there at the beach. I don't know why it does it, and I don't know what it is. Just mesmerizes me about the ocean. But it is just so relaxing to sit there and watch the waves roll in and listen to the wind blow them in, and watch the people just interacting on the beach like they do sometimes. Some of them are there to have fun, some of them are there just to relax like I am. But we went on that 3-day cruise to Nassau from the other side of this tower out here, from Cape Port Canaveral. And oh man, I spent my whole trip either on the very front top deck, or the very back top deck, just watching the water the whole time. It's just that relaxing. I didn't mess with the casinos. I didn't go to any of the little special stuff they had on board. I was quite content, and maybe it's just me being an old man, but I was quite content just watching the water, enjoying the floating out in the middle of the ocean. And out there, that water is so deep blue, it's not even funny. And if you saw a few minutes ago in this video, the ocean water here is turquoise green. You don't usually see ocean water that color. Well, I don't. I never have before. when I was about 8 years old. We lived in Biloxi, Mississippi. The only thing that water ever was brown. And it's just full of junk, basically. Now let's see if I can find my way back out of here without having to use GPS and without getting lost in the process. Well, dude, if you want to go around me, go around me. Dude's acting like he's wanting to make a move on me. I've already had 2 people go around me. I don't care. Not like I'm going to get offended or mad about it. If you want to go, go. Anyway, a little extra footage for you. Something that I didn't expect to get. But kind of happy I did. I'm gonna go find me a hotel room now, hopefully one that I can stay at for a couple of days, and break out the laptop, wipe off some of the footage that I've got on here, even though it's fantastic ocean footage. That was just mind-boggling. Like I said, I don't understand why I'm so attracted to the ocean like that, but I am. And just for another moment of whatever, zen or hog. Here's a look at that bridge before we go taking across it. Not only is it very steep, it's also weirdly designed. Look at that. Would you feel comfortable going across something like that? I can tell you right now, I'm not. Of course I'm gonna do it, but doesn't mean I gotta be comfortable with it. Another, looks like a hawk, but I'm not 100% sure it's not an osprey. Sailboat docked out there on that island. Looks like another boat caught up in one of the little trees off the end of it there. Holy cow, look at all the boats over here.
In this moment. Disturbed live. Reserved seats are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Now, as peaceful as all this is, I don't think I could live in a building like that, right on the water like that. Because my luck, I'd live there and storm surge would come through too hard, too fast, knock out all the footing underneath the building, and it'd just topple over. That's the way my luck runs. I just saw something that was literally just the saddest thing, depending on how you think about it. I'm rolling through downtown here, and I happen to look over. There's this real nice, chic-looking bridal dress in the window, and then I catch the sign that goes with it. The name of the store is Second Chance Bridal. Couldn't get it right the first time. Oh, I don't know why that struck me as funny as it did. Maybe because I'm sleep deprived and everything's just hilarious to me. But that one kind of had me going for a little bit. Couldn't do it right the first time, but second time she got it right. Yeah. Sometimes it takes more than once to do things the right way. I just thought that was kind of humorous for some strange off-the-wall reason. And look at that. You got a GTO just sitting in the ruins there. Holy cow, I hope I caught the name of that place. I'm missing all the marvel that is this place. The Groove Church. Something tells me I'm not in the finer parts of town. Just call it a hunch. Oh shoot. Probably ain't gonna be able to use any of this footage. There's their high school. Looks like everybody's getting out of school early. Titusville High. It's kind of brightly pictured school. Or brightly painted school, I guess. Well, it is after 2:30, so I don't know, being at a high school right there, how I could stay my butt away from bringing a fishing pole or a canoe or something to go out there and be out there on the lake all the time rather than go to school. That would be very counterproductive for me, having a high school this close to that big of a body of water. Remember this one? September 2008, we were here. That's a lonesome, desolate highway there too. Nothing out there but mangroves and highway. That's it. There's literally nothing else out there until you get clear to the end where the port is. Then there's some nice, huge, and very pretty cruise ships. Darn it, I need to charge this phone, or this phone. I need to charge this camera. God, I can't even think of what it's called. Yeah, it's another one of those days. Well, I'm 60 miles north of where I'm gonna end up. It was supposed to be Palm Bay, but for some reason on my itinerary that got changed. So now it's Vero Beach, which is a little bit further down. Not a whole lot, it's only like maybe 10 or 20 miles south of there. But that's that much further that I gotta go to go back home. Not complaining. I've got a job. I can go back home. It's not a big deal. However, this video, unless something major happens, this video will continue in Vero Beach, Florida. About 40 miles north of Miami. And about the furthest south I've ever been in my life. This must be kind of an exclusive community.
In 1,000 feet, use the right lane to turn right onto Palm Bay Road Northeast. Use the right lane to turn right onto Palm Bay Road Northeast.
Okay. Shut up! Dang! How many dang times are you gonna meet this piece of crap? Now, I was in West Palm Beach.
In 1,000
Probably
feet,
2
turn right
years
onto
ago,
Norfolk
March.
Parkway.
And I saw that Palm Bay sign
Take the
before.
next right onto Norfolk Parkway.
Had no significance at the time. Well, actually pretty decent. Nice little community.
In 1,000 feet, make a U-turn at
Shut
Athens
up.
Drive. Make a U-turn at Athens Drive.
I'm not making jack. Shut your pie hole.
In 1,000 feet, use the left 2 lanes to turn
Alright, I gotta
left onto
smack
Minn
this
Road.
GPS around. She's driving me nuts.